Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. The beautiful White Gold is still with us today. And me, White Gold, and Jelly Bean just got back from seeing the Michael movie. All right, so this will be spoilers, okay? So it's been some time now as of we didn't go like fresh off the weekend.
So at this point,
it was just tough to go on the weekend, y'all. I mean, you crazy? Are you crazy? You saw the videos. People would get passing out, stretchers, paramedics, and
like he was still here.
You feel me? People was up dancing. It was all types of stuff. So we had pretty much an empty theater, which I know she finally enjoyed because she deserved it. We've been through some shitty ass movie experiences here in the last couple times, so I know that you enjoyed that because it was like D-box.
I like stretched out. My arm was on the two other arms, like my arm in their arm. Like I was definitely enjoying myself.
Good
mind
movie
you.
experience.
I'm gonna let y'all know how stretched out like that.
Right. So we saw the Michael movie. Again, spoilers. Before we get into this, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, leave a like if you're new here to the channel. Hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. Okay, so we're gonna hear from White Gold first, and then we're gonna hear from me. I did talk to Dizzy. Dizzy said he hasn't seen it yet. He said that he's also he's like my mom. She's a little weird with biopics. So he hasn't seen it yet. So that's why his review isn't here. But maybe down the road we can get his thoughts for the channel. Okay. So again, the Michael movie spoiler review. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful White Gold. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. Be back.
Well, we were in the D-box seats, which was really cool, and I didn't know until we got there.
Right.
And I was like, we're in D-box. So that experience was really cool. So that's how I was like stretched out like that, because the seats are kind of like more spacious. So even so, it was nicer because it was even more spacious. So like the chair moved, like it was like thumping with the music, and it was that was a really cool experience. So thank you for that. I do want to say thank you. Just the movie itself, Joe whooping Michael like that just was kind of, really hard to watch. Not kind of, it was hard to watch. And just knowing like the kind of person that Michael is, it just breaks your heart because he was destined for this anyway, and I don't know, and then the fact that he just went like that after the Pepsi commercials, worried about if he could still perform, and forced him into the tour, and just things like but there was more to his story, but they stopped it at 88 with the bad era. Not bad. No pun intended. Sorry. That was really good. I think the casting of Jafar Jackson was perfect because there were scenes of him in the hospital bed, like otherwise as well, but specifically in the hospital bed where he's like laying on his side after the Pepsi thing, and the camera is panning and like back and forth between him and Nia. Nia Long was the mom, and he just looks dead on Michael. Like you can tell they kind of shaped his eyebrows and contoured him to look like Michael, but away from that, he looks like Michael. Like even with through the hair changes of it wasn't him as a kid, obviously, but the kid Michael, he did that too. Like he played that role, and he the one who took the ass whooping. So that baby did so good acting. But Jafar going through like his afro stage to like the long curls to like after the Pepsi commercial with the longer curls in the ponytail, he just really embodied Michael. And when it comes to biopics like Dizzy and others, it's important because that flex shit, that wasn't it. Like him playing I'm looking at him and it's scaring me. Like I can see him in my brain, like I can see him in my mind, like the boogeyman. But I'm glad that they got the casting right, and they didn't necessarily like white tone him. Like he wasn't like completely white, but the movie was a little whitewashed with like like the behind it, you know, the white man stuff, which, you know, that's different. But I do like that he was just like, you know, he made old dude play his stuff on MTV.
Yeah, Billie Jean. We talked about that.
And he's like, I'm a proud black artist. Like, try harder, you know, with love, try harder. And he did. He got what he deserved. You know, after going through so much, and then Joe just being so selfish. Like, he was not for his family. He was for himself. And the family just so happened to benefit. Yeah. You know? But I think Jafar dancing, Jafar acting, Jafar even like while he's dancing, he's like got Michael's facial. It's like he's got his mannerisms down pat. Like, I don't know how, like, he had to have worked super hard, but I don't know how hard he worked. I don't know how long he worked, but it came out, and the execution was amazing of this movie. You know, there was probably things that were embellished, of course, you know, it's a movie. You know, I'm sure there was things that were embellished or not spoken about, or, you know, and then again, they stopped it at the bad era. But I really enjoyed this movie, and I enjoyed it more in the D-Box experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it just makes me think, like, it makes me want to be I know I'm not a bad person, and by any means, but it makes me want to be an even better person watching him, you know. And I felt the love. You feel the love. It's just so grand because of who he was and how he was. Like, I teared up a couple times in there, like watching the crowd watch Jafar, and it's not. I don't know if it was like I think some of it was acting, and some of it was like maybe real. I don't know, but regardless, seeing the love makes you just feel because of who Michael was, and it makes you just, I don't know, have a different perspective. Yeah. And I'm glad that my daughter got to experience that, because hopefully, we kind of talked after the movie, but I hope she takes a few things from it. You know, like how to be a decent person. She's not a bad person either, but how to be like a good person, an overly good person, and just you can be who you are. And you can be whatever you want. And if you have a talent, do it. And don't let no one exploit it.
Right. What you give it out of 10?
A 9. Probably 9. 9? A solid 9.
Do you have any things critical of it?
I mean, yeah, there were some parts that kind of like off-put me, that like he wasn't, like at first when he started singing, I'm like, you know, but he sounds like Michael talking. And there were just a few things while he was like dancing, just things because he's not Michael, you know. It's to me nitpicking because he's not Michael, and that's it. But I do want to know why is Janet not involved at all? Yeah. If y'all have any, like, if y'all know or have an inkling or maybe some tea or 2 + 2, something that's not being said, I don't know, because I want to know. LaToya was part of it. A girl played LaToya, but Janet was nowhere to be found, and Janet is just, I don't know. I want to know though. Yeah,
I think that's weird, because there was a lot of like drama and stuff like behind the scenes about like her not wanting to rock with it.
She was like, she was the first one to make a tribute.
Yeah, she did the VMA tribute. So
I'm just curious, like, why Janet wasn't part of it.
Okay, so first I'm gonna start with what I liked, and then I'm gonna go at the critics. First I'm gonna go with what I like, what I thought was kind of bad in whatever sense of it is, and then I go at critics. So first, people are talking about the music, like critics are talking about the musical moments in this movie. There are no words to express that. I'm just gonna tell you right now. There are no words to express that. Whoever critic is out here being critical of the fact that the music, like, or trying to be critical of the musical numbers, listen.
He's not Michael.
Like that, those musical numbers, like every time I was sitting there watching, bruh, it took me everything to not get up and dance. It took, I promise you, and it was only us in there. It was like 4 or 5 people behind us. I don't give a shit. And they were there for Michael too. Like, right.
They would dance with us.
It's the musical numbers, bro. Like when I'm talking about like Beat It, when he was dancing to Beat It, or like, bro, like when they would
Thriller,
like when they would convert, or they would like transition from like the making of it to like the final product. Those scenes are a fucking one. Like when they were doing Off the Wall, or they were doing Don't Stop Till You Get Enough in the studio. then it like it cuts or transitions into the music video. Fire. They did the same thing with Thriller when they were with Beat It, and then they did the same thing with Thriller. And I thought the Thriller scene looked really good.
His makeup was weird.
Well, this is the issue with it. It's not the makeup. It's not them. It's how it's shot.
Yeah.
It's because they shot on film.
Right.
And it looks like it you see it like through your own eyes almost. Like through the lens of your own eyes. And the camera that they were using made that shit look like the dark, like
cartoony.
Like it made it like the camera that they use is great for dim light or for low light, but the camera that Jonathan was using, it wasn't. So it captured the dark spots where it needed to, and it adds that grit and that texture. And there was no texture to the Thriller stuff. But what made it to me electrifying was the fact that I could feel Jafar like summoning the spirit of Michael Jackson. I mean, I'm serious, y'all. Like
the whole movie, though.
Like there are like those musical numbers, and I don't know. Maybe it's just because the way they shot it, but I'm telling you, those are the best fucking shots in this film.
I agree.
Him on stage, going back and forth between the crowd, and it's, oh my god! I mean, it's there's no words. Those are the high peak, like undisputable. You can't touch points of the movie. Like I promise you. Cole Domingo, in the first 10 minutes of this movie, bruh, he is by far probably the best actor in here. But then once Jafar get rolling and he kind of plays a back role, then Jafar kind of outshines everybody.
Absolutely.
They was hating on Lil Mike. Lil Mike did good because, bro, I'm gonna tell you the part where he got his ass whipped, bro. I was tearing up in there, bro. It hurt my heart, bro. Like it was the way.
And like the way he was in the studio and he was like feeling it, and then when he told him like you gotta keep your feet still, bro. Which is true because I'm like, at first in my head I was like, ugh, and then I was like, no, because I've been there. You do have to like watch the background noise. Yeah. And that was it. Like he can move around, but watch your feet. And his face just was like, just stealing his shine. But then
like those moments, like, and then like they were talking about like certain details of why they didn't get in. You know, one of the biggest details that no one ever talks about that I think that I love that they got right is they had Susan DePass in here.
Yes.
And she is the one who founded the Jackson 5. There's a lot of people out here say, I founded them. I saw him. I saw this. Awesome. If you know Ball, bruh, she's the one. And I'm so glad that they casted a woman and had her play the person who sent them to Berry Gordy. And then I think that was cool that homeboy played Berry Gordy because he played in other musical biopics and stuff like with the Temptations. And I think he what's crazy is I think
wasn't that Mike?
I can't think of his name, but he played Frankie Lyman from the Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers movie I always talk about. So he's really, really good. Nia Long played an amazing Katherine Jackson. The brothers not so much, and I'm gonna tell you, like, that's probably my only knock, is because they don't look like nothing like them. There were certain shots,
but they look like the dude played Joe. They look like Joseph's son. Like they look like his kids.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. Like they don't look like Michael, but they look like family because of the casting.
I just thought that they would. I know it's more focused on Michael, but I thought that they would just cast a little bit better for the brothers.
I get it.
Since the brothers had so much to do with it.
Right, but I was looking at it like, I was looking through them. I didn't know who exactly was who. I knew who like Tito was, but I didn't, whatever, as they got older. But I was looking like, he looks just like they look like his sons.
And I thought like people were complaining about like story and depth, and people were calling it like a image protection.
Right.
This is the thing. I'm gonna just be honest with you right now, and I'm gonna be very blunt. So the fuck what? Michael Jackson was ran through the fucking ringer.
Yeah.
So the fuck what if he wants image goddamn control? There's anybody out here in America that lived on the fucking planet that deserves image control, it's Michael Jackson.
Cause I still don't believe that.
It's Michael Jackson. And then everything that we said was gonna happen, they flared around with reshooting because of the case. Then all the people out the woodworks that want to make a little money came out to the woodworks and tried to sue the Michael Jackson estate and bring up all these allegations and blah, 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 blah. How it always, just all of a sudden, as soon as they get the spotlight, oh, it's my turn to to try to get some money off of him. Like they always do that. And so it's like if anybody deserves image control, dog, it's him, because he never had it. He let everybody else tell his narrative. He let the tabloids, the magazines, he let them all say whatever they want to say. Wacko Jacko, didn't care about his childhood, talked about his face, didn't even know. For a long time, bro, and a lot of y'all maybe not know because y'all young, but bro, they talked about his skin disease before they even knew he had one.
Yeah.
They were giving him jokes, calling him all types of stuff before they knew that he had vitiligo.
And that's why he wore that glove.
And then a lot of people don't know.
That's why he wore that glove.
A lot of people don't know that he had lupus, which is what my grandmother passed away from. He had lupus.
Well, he didn't die from it.
Right, but I'm just saying, a lot of people just don't know these certain things. Yeah. Also, the what I didn't like about this is the way they touched on the nose thing.
Yes.
Because there's a real story behind the nose thing.
And I was saying that in the theater, like, dang, because we knew his nose got done, but it's like, dang, he denied it to his dad, and it was for his sinuses. He denied it to the world because of his dad.
Yeah. Like
damn, bro. Like, and y'all really, and he was like, no, because he didn't want his dad to go back and see the interview of him admitting it.
Right.
And then he's like, but you lied to me, or so whatever. I can just feel it.
It was messy. Absolutely. It was messy. And that's the only part kind of like, I have kind of a little bit of issues with. I feel like everything else that like, when they went to touch on something, they touched on it. They you don't have to deep dive, but like they didn't like scram away from something that needed to be scrammed away from. Like from what I knew, he had an accident during rehearsal, and he broke his nose, and that he had to get his nose redone. And then from then on, with everything else that was going on with him, the lupus, the vitiligo, all these certain things. Like that just kind of molded him as a person. It molded who he was from his childhood. Like she said, kind of hiding stuff from your dad, being it so messy that you're denying it and you're doing just the wrong things. Your wires are crossed. You're emotionally just completely
But he was still just the best person to everyone.
Right.
Regardless, he didn't get mad. Like, he got mad, but he didn't like go off. He wasn't like, and he wasn't mean about nothing.
Right.
It was just, and when someone was hollering in his face, he just
I
kept
think
his composure. Like, he was just better than me.
I think that the if I'm gonna give this to the critics, like, I think if I'm gonna go like a plot wise, like, it's about the triumph, it's about the believing, it's about the manifestation, it's about the high moments, because the high moments are so high. Like it really appalls me that they had the nerve to talk about this movie. Like, the high points are not better than almost everything that's came out this year, bro. I mean, those performance points, and then like when he does the victory tour and basically shoes off his dad, and then the transition from him walking backstage to the bad set.
Yes, that was amazing.
My God. And then the music, and then Jafar. I'm telling you, bro, I wanted to get up off my feet and kick like a motherfucker right there. Like he was badass on that shit. And then the way they shot it with the smoke. See, that's another thing too, is like, I thought I was gonna have an issue because I'm so used to seeing Michael's live shows edited. But cinematically, it adds fucking fire. And then because he's already an aura king, like he's already looking like dope on a regular ass camera. Then you put him in cinematics and he's in this smoke and the crowd is going crazy. Like, that's my second nitpick, is that the crowd. Okay, none of those crowd shots look like anything from the eras that they were from.
Well,
and I don't know why they did that. It literally looked like they took footage from Coachella and pieced it with this Michael Jackson stuff and just called it overseas because he was overseas. Or like, the only thing that I kind of felt that looked normal was the Dodgers stadium performance with the victory tour. That added up.
What else I wish they would have added in? My last final thought, sorry. I wish they would have added in, like, and not a long pause, but like that time where he just popped up on stage and just stood still for like 45 minutes, just not doing nothing, just standing here like this, and bitches just passing out, screaming, boo-hoo, crying, shitting on themselves. Like, we didn't need like a whole 45-minute pause, but like like a 2-3 minute just impact.
Right.
2 to 3 minutes, a long time, maybe like a minute and a half, just pause of Jafar not doing shit.
Right. And
that would have been a powerful something to touch on, because that it happened. It literally happened in real life.
Right. I think that also him learning the moonwalk from Soul Train would have been cool to see. But bro, like, you know, Jafar, Jafar is amazing.
I like though that they did touch on like him going to the hoods.
Oh yeah.
And like dancing with the gang members and stuff, and that's how his footwork, because dude showed him the crip walk.
Yeah, shit like that. I think those are moments that I feel like we needed more of, because that is for the fandom who don't know.
All right.
We kind of know everything that we saw, with the exception of a few things,
and we know a little more than what they shown.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I really do hope we get this second movie, and I hope that, I'm gonna be real, I don't want them to deep dive into shit.
Not too far.
And if you do, I want a 3-parter.
Yeah.
Because I want it to end on a high note. Like I walked out of, like, come on.
I felt so good watching that.
Bruh, like the bad performance is so fucking fire at the end, bro. It, like, and you end on that, like, you end on, like, bro, like, there's no way I want to go into some bad shit to the next film. Like, I want to pick up from, you know, the kick flip on the stage and the bad. I want to pick up from there. I want to do Smooth Criminal. I want to get into all of that. The Moonwalker movie. I want to get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's stuff that we ain't seen. Same thing with, like, I actually thought they were going to talk more about the Thriller sessions. A lot of people don't know how difficult that the Thriller sessions were. Like, musicians, I'm talking about like the actual recordings of it. Oh. Like, musicians passing out, they're being completely overworked. Quincy Jones using 3 studios at the same time. One just recording Michael's vocals, one mixing, one with Van Halen doing guitar solos, their speakers catching on fire. Yeah. Like, there's a whole background story, like them cutting 4 songs a month before Thriller came out, and then them replacing 4 songs with like PYT, Human Nature. I forget the other 2, but like half of those songs that are on Thriller wasn't even supposed to make it. Quincy Jones had songs on Thriller that he didn't feel. Something. Yeah, I think Wanna Be Starting Something and something else. He had songs on the album that he didn't rock with, and then he scratched it a month before it's due to put in 4 new songs, and
it worked.
It worked, bro. Like, it's the greatest selling album.
25 million records off the rip.
Still to this day.
Still getting sold.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish they would have kind of deep dove into certain things like that, but I guess those are the things that are just gonna stay in the Michael Jackson archives until someone decides to put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But I think the critics are nuts, because I thought that it was going to be a movie that tried to have plot but got overpowered by all the performance stuff. It wasn't. This was literally
his story,
like a Michael Jackson movie, bro. Like, this is
his bio.
Like I don't even like to call it that. Like, I feel like it's in its own lane. Like, for some reason, like, I'm on a high note.
Life story.
I'm like on a high note and an adrenaline rush, literally, after watching that. Like, some of those moments shocked me how they were making me feel. Someone who has seen and heard these songs a million times, and I'm sitting there like I feel like the first time, and it's incredible. Like, I'm at a loss of words. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I think the critics are crazy to even judge it close to anything else. Okay, I think it's nuts. The high moments are way too high for you to even talk about anything bad in this movie. Everybody's performances was peak. You had Michael's nephew summon his spirit and reenact and give you probably up to date the best performance.
He's Michael's nephew?
Yeah, Jafar. That's Jermaine's son. That's why he looks so close to them. Like, that's why he has the eyes. They all have those same eyes. They get them from Catherine. Their mother has those eyes. Janet, they all have those same eyes. Latoya. But yeah, man, I give it a 10 out of 10, bro. I can't wait till it come out on stream. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really might try to go see it again, because it's super cool. And I'm gonna be real, it probably was fucking amazing seeing it in a full house. Like, people dancing and shit. Like, oh my God, it would have been fucking heat, man. So I enjoyed myself. Y'all go watch that Michael movie now. Yesterday, go see it. It's dope. Do not listen to the critics. If you are a fan of music, if you're a fan of Michael Jackson's life, if you're a fan of who he was about, if you're a fan of anything that has to do with Michael Jackson, you will absolutely love that movie. It's so dope. It'll be hard for you to nitpick, bro, unless you just don't give a shit. Like, if you're not a fan of Mike, you're gonna nitpick. If you are, there's nothing you can nitpick about for real. The high moments are high. Jesus, they're high. So, we do have a playlist on the channel of all the Michael Jackson content that we have done. I will add this review into it. Once this is over, we've done music videos, we've done Moonwalker, we've done Captain EO, we've done This Is It. And then I think maybe we're gonna try to end on a high note. I was able to find the 30th anniversary of the Michael Jackson concert that did air on TV, so I think we're gonna try to react to that, and that should be a lot of fun because it's gonna feature a lot of people like Mark Anthony, Elizabeth Taylor, Samuel Jackson, Britney Spears, Usher. It's just tons of artists, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, and then Michael's own performance, and then of course performance with the Jackson 5. So I'm gonna end on a high note with the Michael Jackson stuff. So you should see that sometime soon. Make sure that you all are staying tuned. All right. So make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, leave a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap the notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. And as well, don't forget to subscribe to White Gold. Her YouTube link is in that description too. Okay. So we'll see you all soon. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful White Gold. This is Snoopers, gonna Snoop YouTube channel. We out.
Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why does he do me that?